What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here. We're back with another A to Z of Ark, and today, guys, we are taking a look at the MANAGARMR. Now, guys, the MANAGARMR is found on Extinction, as well as Genesis Part 2 in the Rockwell biome in the far left side. The coordinates for it are pretty much in the bottom left-hand corner over there on Genesis 2. You can find them over there. I have seen them over there myself as well. But yeah, in Extinction, they are found in the snow biome, which you can currently see here. As for Genesis Part 2, they're found pretty much over from like 60-0 all the way up to 80-0. So just keep that in mind if you ever want to go looking for them, but you will most likely have a much easier chance of finding them on Extinction because they are kind of a rare spawn over on Genesis Part 2. So you can see there is the MANAGARMR. Now, in terms of taming these guys up, they are an aggressive tame that you will need to knock out in order to tame them. There are a couple of methods that you can utilize in order to get these guys. My personal favorite being a large bear trap. Now, what you want to do is set up these large bear traps before you actually encounter the MANAGARMR, and you will also want to set up a couple of them, because if it does get into one of them and you don't manage to finish what you're doing and it breaks free, well, then you want to have extras set up. However, you can stand there and tank the damage if you are wearing a decent set of flak armor. This one here is only level 10, so we don't actually need to worry too much, plus we're in creative mode. You can see there, it has just landed in a, oh my god, in a bear trap. I have no idea what is going on here. But what you want to do then, once it's in the bear trap, is drop some large dinosaur gateways over the top of it. This will prevent it from jumping out and escaping. This is my preferred method of going ahead and trying to trap this guy. You will need a couple of dinosaur gateways, and even then, you're still not even guaranteed to get this bloody bastard in the traps. Make sure you do have the ability to pick up stuff though, and if it does manage to escape, simply walk it back over to the bear traps and just try your luck again at getting it down. Normally 3 are enough to get it stuck, and you will need to put one sort of in the middle. And you can see there, he is pretty much stuck. I always tend to put more than expected, especially when it comes to MANAGARMRs, because you kind of just want to spam them. These guys are so erratic with their jumping that you want to just make sure that you've got enough of them. Now, obviously, dinosaur gateways, they're not exactly cheap, but they're not super expensive. Like, you can easily farm these up depending on what your rates are with just your normal hatchet and pickaxe. Another method that you can utilize is by building an actual trap with a behemoth gateway and kiting it in and locking the behemoth gateway behind it, similar to like an RG trap. Whether or not you want to do it like that is entirely up to you. This is the cheaper method in my opinion. However, if you are looking for like a more permanent solution, that is probably the best way to go about doing it. Now, once you've got it trapped, all you need to do is simply knock it out. This is a level 10, so it'll probably take 1 or 2 shots. And you can see there, it is not having any luck in getting out. So, just like that, you can go ahead. This one was only a level 10, so it's obviously going to have low torpor. But if you've got these traps set up like this, then you shouldn't have an issue getting this guy to escape, letting this guy escape. He should be stuck in something similar to this. So, keep that in mind. Like I said, there are quite a few other traps. I have done quite a few other videos on trapping MANAGARMRs. This is the most effective way. Just make sure you've got a decent set of flak armor to tank some of the damage while it gets stuck in the bear trap. But other than that, you should be fine. Now, in terms of taming these guys up, they are carnivores, so you can feed them raw mutton. However, the best source of food for them is exceptional kibble. So if you've got a bunch of exceptional kibble, definitely utilize that to tame this guy up. If not, raw mutton will be your best friend. Now, once you've successfully tamed up your MANAGARMR, their saddle is learned at level 66. It's very cheap to make. 150 chitin keratin, 185 fiber, 350 hide. All you need to do then is make sure that your MANAGARMR is set to passive so it doesn't freaking skyrocket and continue to do its stupid little jumps for a year and a half until you're dead and gone. Just chill, big fella. Yeah, I'm trying to get a saddle on you. Direwolves, leave me alone. You guys, okay. I think, honestly, this guy's probably dead here because direwolves are ridiculously strong. Let's just leave him to his own machinations and let him die over there. We'll just get another one in. So, like I was saying, saddle for the MANAGARMR, level 66, relatively cheap to make. You can make it in your inventory. I don't believe it requires a smithy whack it on your MANAGARMR, and boom bada boom, you've got yourself a nice jumper. So this guy can jump 3 times in the air before he is unable to jump again. You can dash forward infinitely, I believe. You can see there 4, 5, 6 times is the cap on the dashes, apparently. I always thought it was infinite. So you can only dash 6 times in the air, which, I mean, it kind of sucks because they did nerf this guy into the ground. I don't believe people really use him too much anymore for PvP. And you can also do a dive bomb ability. Now, as for his other attacks, his secondary attack is a breath attack, which you can see there. We're able to fire off pretty rapidly and deal quite a bit of damage. Now, he does have a primary attack, which is that. It's biting slash pounding attack with his like front little claw things. Other than that, you can use your C attack to do damage as well, but it doesn't actually do any extra damage. It's the exact same attack. Your main source of damage will be your breath attack. You will want to pump up stamina for this guy and get as close as possible to the target that you want to attack, because that will cause you to deal the most damage. The further away you are from the target, the less damage that you will do. You can see there, we aren't doing all that much damage. You can still freeze them, however, and if you do freeze them and do your dive bomb attack while they are frozen, they will take extra damage. So you can see here, we're able to jump and dash in the air. You are limited to, I believe, 1 dash in the air. Let's just double check real quickly. You can pair this with that ability as well, where you do a dash. However, like I mentioned, you are limited to only 1 dash throughout your entire time in the sky, which sucks because I remember when these guys first came out, they were so much fun to ride on. You could literally cover the map in like a minute because of these guys' ability to just jump and dash everywhere. They're pretty damn awesome, and I would heavily recommend getting one just to cruise around and to breed full colors. But for PvP, they kind of have been nerfed to the ground, I would say, which kind of sucks. As well as that, each jump from their, like, after their initial one does cost more stamina. So you really just want to pump stamina on these guys to get the most effect out of them, which really sucks because, like I said, they've been nerfed to the ground for PvE and PvP players alike, which, you know, if you go and look at their buff history, which is non-existent, they just, each time they've been mentioned, they've just been nerfed to the ground. But there's not really too much else to say about the MANAGARMRs, unfortunately, due to that fact. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one today. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below for more, and I will catch you in the next one.